In the stark, icy expanse of the Arctic, where the sun barely pierces the endless twilight, a chilling sight unfolds. A polar bear, the majestic ruler of this frozen realm, is marred by a grotesque wound. This is no ordinary injury. It is a horrific hive of bees, a pulsating mass of chaos nestled into the bear's thick, white fur. The juxtaposition of the bear's powerful frame against the delicate, buzzing creatures creates a surreal tableau, one that evokes both horror and fascination. How did this happen? How could such a formidable predator become a host for such a seemingly innocuous insect? As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we uncover the grim reality of bee infestation. The polar bear, in its quest for food, may have stumbled upon a beehive, perhaps while scavenging for carrion or rummaging through the remnants of human refuse. In its clumsy attempt to access the sweet, sticky treasure within, the bear inadvertently became a target for the hive's defenders. The bees, driven by instinct to protect their home, swarm the bear, their stingers piercing through the thick layer of fat and fur, injecting venom that causes excruciating pain and swelling. The bear, now a living canvas of buzzing torment, is left to wander the icy landscape, a tragic figure caught in a battle it never intended to fight. The infestation is not merely a physical ailment. It is a testament to the delicate balance of nature, where the actions of one species can have dire consequences for another. The bees, in their fervor to defend their hive, are simply following their bile in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of dust. And life, a chilling scene unfolds. A leopard, the epitome of grace and power, now bears a horrific wound, a gaping, festering cavity where a beehive once thrived. This is not just any injury, it is a grotesque testament to the intersection of nature's beauty and its brutal realities. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is met with a shocking sight. The leopard's fur, once a vibrant tapestry of rosettes, is now matted and stained, the flesh beneath exposed and crawling with a swarm of angry bees. The juxtaposition of the leopard's majestic form against this gruesome tableau is enough to make even the most hardened observer recoil in horror. The bees, nature's tiny warriors, have turned this magnificent predator into a battlefield. They swarm relentlessly, their buzzing a cacophony of chaos as they defend their hive with a ferocity that belies their size. Each sting is a reminder of their power, a painful jab that sends the leopard into a frenzy. The wound, a festering mass of inflammation and infection, is a breeding ground for disease, a dark invitation for opportunistic parasites and bacteria. The leopard, once the apex of its domain, now finds itself in a fight for survival, not just against the bees, but against the very forces of nature that once favored it. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we must confront the reality of bee infestations in wildlife. Bees, while essential to our ecosystem as pollinators, can become a menace when their hives are disturbed. In this case, the leopard, perhaps in search of a meal or shelter, inadvertently provoked a swarm that now sees it as a threat. The bees, driven by instinct to protect their queen and their home, unleash their venomous arsenal, turning the leopard's body into a canvas of suffering. The wound itself is a grotesque sight. Raw, swollen, and oozing, it serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between predator and prey, life and death. In the wild, such infestations can lead to dire consequences. The leopard, weakened by the relentless assault, may struggle to hunt, its energy sapped by the pain and distraction of the bees. In a matter of days, what was once a powerful hunter could become a victim of its own environment, a cautionary tale of how quickly the tides can turn in the animal kingdom. The bees, oblivious to the larger narrative, continue their relentless defense, a microcosm of nature's indifference to individual suffering. But what does this mean for us, the observers of this dark drama? As we watch the leopard's plight unfold, we are forced to confront our own role in the ecosystem. Human encroachment into wildlife habitats has led to increased encounters between species, often with disastrous consequences. The bees, driven from their natural homes by deforestation and urbanization, find refuge in the most unexpected places, like the wounds of a leopard. This dark twist of fate serves as a reminder that our actions have far-reaching implications, rippling through the fabric of life in ways we may not fully comprehend. As the camera lingers on the beleaguered leopard, we are left with a sense of unease. The beauty of the savanna is marred by the harsh realities of survival, and the line between predator and prey blurs in the face of nature's unforgiving hand. In the end, we are left to ponder the moral of this tale, that in our quest to conquer and control nature, we may inadvertently unleash chaos upon ourselves and the creatures we share this planet with. Perhaps, in the grand tapestry of life, we are not the masters we believe ourselves to be, but rather just another thread in the intricate weave of existence, vulnerable, flawed, and at the mercy of forces far greater than ourselves. And as we chuckle at the absurdity of a leopard being outsmarted by a swarm of bees, we must remember that nature has a way of humbling even the mightiest among us. In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down, and the air is thick with the scent of dry grass and dust, a chilling scene unfolds. A lion, the majestic king of the jungle, lies motionless beneath the shade of an acacia tree. But this is no ordinary lion. It is a creature marked by a horrific wound, a grotesque testament to nature's darker side. The gaping hole in its side, a festering hive of bees, pulsates with a life of its own, a gruesome reminder of the relentless cycle of life and death that plays out in the wild. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is drawn into a world where beauty and horror coexist, where the raw power of nature reveals itself in the most unexpected ways. The wound, a ghastly sight, is not merely a result of a chance encounter with a beehive. It is a complex interplay of instinct, survival, and the often brutal reality of life in the wild. The lion, once a proud predator, now finds itself at the mercy of a swarm of bees that have taken up residence in its flesh. These tiny creatures, often overlooked in their importance to the ecosystem, have transformed this regal beast into a canvas of suffering. The bees, driven by their instinct to protect their hive, have burrowed into the lion's side, creating a grotesque nest that thrives on the very essence of its host. The sight is both fascinating and repulsive, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we must consider the biology of the bees themselves. These industrious insects, known for their role in pollination, have a darker side when it comes to defending their territory. The venom of a bee sting is a potent cocktail of proteins that can cause intense pain and, in some cases, severe allergic reactions. In the case of our unfortunate lion, the bees have not only inflicted physical damage, but have also created an environment ripe for infection. The wound, now a breeding ground for bacteria, festers under the relentless African sun, attracting scavengers and further complicating the lion's plight. The infestation is a grim spectacle as the bees continue to thrive, oblivious to the suffering they are causing. They buzz around the wound, a cacophony of sound that fills the air with a sense of impending doom. Each bee, a tiny soldier defending its home, contributes to the lion's agony, a cruel twist of fate for a creature that once ruled the savanna. The lion's body, once a symbol of strength and power, is now a battleground, a stark reminder of the harsh realities of nature. But what does this tell us about the relationship between humans, animals, and the natural world? As we observe this tragic scene, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable truth that our actions have consequences. The encroachment of human civilization into wild habitats has disrupted the delicate balance. In the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a scene unfolds that is both captivating and grotesque. A majestic horse, once a symbol of grace and power, now bears the marks of a horrific encounter with nature's most industrious architect's bees. The sight is shocking, a stark reminder of the delicate balance between beauty and brutality in the animal kingdom. As we draw closer, the details emerge, revealing a wound that is not merely a cut or scrape, but a gaping, festering hive embedded in the horse's flank. The once smooth coat is now a patchwork of swollen flesh, oozing with a mixture of blood and pus, a testament to the relentless invasion of thousands of tiny stingers. This horse, a victim of a bee infestation, stands as a living canvas of nature's darker side. The bees, driven by instinct and the need to protect their home, have turned this gentle giant into a battleground. Each sting, a tiny dagger, has left its mark, creating a grotesque landscape of inflammation and infection. The horse's body, once a vessel of strength, now struggles under the weight of this uninvited swarm. The buzzing sound, once a gentle hum of life, now resonates like a sinister warning, echoing the chaos that has unfolded. As we delve deeper into the science behind this infestation, we uncover the fascinating yet disturbing world of bees. These creatures, often celebrated for their role in pollination and honey production, can also become a nightmare when their hive is threatened. The horse, perhaps unknowingly, wandered too close to a hidden nest, provoking a defensive response from the colony. In their frenzy to protect their queen and brood, the bees unleashed a barrage of stings, each one injecting venom that causes pain, swelling, and in severe cases, anaphylactic shock. A horse's immune system, overwhelmed by the sheer number of attacks, struggles to mount an effective defense.